Thanks, Brent. So General Motors is actually very proud to be here. From a student perspective, this university provides the talent that takes us into the global marketplace. This check here today, which I'll present to you in a minute, traveling all the way up from Detroit, Michigan, in the dark of night, is a huge representation of the commitment we have to the STEM products and the programs that come out of this university.
GM has been a friend of Michigan Tech for a very, very long time, and a consistent friend to Michigan Tech. Even in the some of the darkest days of the recession that we went through, GM still came through for Michigan Tech to help. This is really an amazing check. GM has helped us with so many different things in the past. When you take a look at the list of things that this money will be used for, it's almost exclusively for students and student-related projects, which really puts a big exclamation point on what Steve just said about wanting to really help students and also attract students to not only the automotive industry but also to GM, so that they know that the people at GM are extending a hand across generations, in our case both being alums, to say, you know, this is our payback to the students. And I know that this doesn't happen without an advocate within a company. And that's why I really want to thank Steve and the other GM people that are here today, because if you don't have an advocate within the company, you don't have a chance. You really need to have somebody that's in there saying, you know, this is an important place. This is a place of consequence. This is a place that produces the people we want. This is a place where we want to invest our money because we know it's going to be used well. So Steve, thank you. Thanks GM. And thanks to all of you for being here today.
Brent had said, we're trying to operate much like a vehicle company with platforms. Our platforms are a Baja team, a hybrid electric team, a Formula team, a clean snowmobile team, and a super mileage team. So at the program level, the impact, number one, it's the financial resources to do these hands-on projects. We can't do it by doing white paper studies on vehicles. We build vehicles. So these student experiences couldn't be done without this grant. It's been long-term and lasting, I think, as Brent, President Mroz have said. Since the enterprise program's been around 99, 98 timeframe, every year there's been GM support. There's been one asterisk there, and there was a little event called the Great Recession. So there were some big challenges in the industry. And beyond that, there was still the in-kind support, the mentoring, and that's the other piece of this too. It's the GM engineers that work with our students. They deliver those workshops that Brent had mentioned. And that's a complementary relationship where they give the tools and the guidance to actually use these resources more effectively. So we couldn't be happier, more appreciative of this. You know, it goes without saying, we thank you for the support and the long-lasting partnership. And it's about developing those tomorrow's engineers and leaders. You know, that's why we do this hands-on learning. We want to have our students go out there and make an impact in the transportation sector, the automotive sector, whatever sector they pursue. And these experiences actually are sought highly on a resume. So when somebody sees an SAE competition team or the HEV team, that carries a lot of weight in the industry. And it becomes kind of a rite of passage when you follow your career. These experiences are not forgotten like other class projects might be. These students will remember this for the rest of their careers. So that's sort of my take at the program level, but I want to invite, I've got 3 students here, so I've got Katrina Lesky.
Like Rick said, I'm the former chief engineer in the Formula SAE team. My name is Doug Wychek. I'm the current chief engineer on Formula SAE. On behalf of our entire team, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you for your support. It goes greatly appreciated. Right now, our Formula team is bigger than ever. We have 50 members on our team, and we truly believe that our organization helps to give our members the skills needed to succeed in the automotive industry.
Formula SA team's seen great success the last couple of years. For example, this past year at competition, out of 120 teams that competed, we were 1 out of 40 to finish our endurance event. It's been several years since we've been able to do that. On behalf of Formula SAE, we're keenly aware that we would not be able to accomplish these things without your guys' kind support. So we look forward to continuing this partnership in the future.
As Rick has said, I'm Katrina Lesko. I'm on the engine team for the Super Mileage Enterprise. And from an enterprise standpoint, from a Super Mileage Enterprise standpoint, having GM back us up, we have always had the resources to be able to complete our projects. For example, our body team is currently making a carbon fiber body and shell and backbone for our vehicle, while our engine team is working on the dynamometer for engine tuning. And it's through these projects that we get hands-on experience and we're able to learn how to work in a team, not just from a classroom standpoint, but actually for real-world application. And without the GM Foundation, we wouldn't be able to have this wonderful opportunity to develop as engineers.